everybody, welcome back to another Two Algonquin and Beyond video. Today we are trying Stan's Donuts from Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois.
So we started out by picking our own 4 options and then 2 additional for a half dozen. But surprisingly, Jana picked the most expensive donut. It was $5 for a Stan croissant donut. So it looks amazing. It's square, looks delicious. So I cut it into quarters. Let's try it.
It's square.
It's a lace Stan croissant donut.
So since Jana picked this croissant donut, this expensive croissant donut, I'll let her say her review first. What'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I didn't expect it to be filled with goo.
Custard.
But other than that, I ate around it and it was really good. I didn't expect the croissant with the donut to taste so good. And I was really excited to try that. Palate cleanse!
The next donut we are going to try is the Maple Long John. Okay. I need a good
That's
one.
what she said! Oh!
I don't get it.
The Long John? Dad, what did you think about the Maple Long John?
I thought the Maple Long John was pretty tasty. It had some good maple flavor. I prefer the Maple Long Johns on the West Coast. They're just better to me because that's what I'm used to, but it was a pretty good Maple Long John. I'd get it again. Palate cleanse!
I did pick the glazed vanilla sprinkled donut. It is a cake donut, usually not my favorite, but you can't pass up sprinkles. Here
Like
we
your
go.
shirt. It's just like your shirt.
Full of sprinkles today. Yay.
All right, Ashley, since sprinkled donuts are your favorite, what did you think of this one?
Okay, so it was really good. I don't know if I would get it again just because it is a cake donut and usually the consistency, I don't know, I like cake but not as a donut. And it reminded me of, you know, one of those Entenmann's, I think it's Entenmann's like crumb donut.
So then it's not good.
It
Like
was
that
sort
coffee cake?
It was like layer upon layer of sugar, and then on top of the glaze, that's why I noticed it's glazed now, because it's a glazed donut with like thick sugar on top and sprinkles. So if you are a fan of sugar, and I'm surprised she didn't like it as much as I was expecting or assuming she would, but it's just sugar galore. So your kids will love it.
And your teeth will hurt.
I got the glazed old-fashioned donut, mostly because I love old-fashioned donuts, and it was topped with sugar, so yeah.
So Brandon, how did you like your pick of the glazed old-fashioned?
I really liked it all together, and it was a bit crunchy too.
And I think I pinned the special ingredient with Taylor. So after trying it, it has a slight aftertaste of ginger, like gingerbread cookies.
Yes.
So,
Yes, that's it.
So I'm sorry if I just ruined your special recipe, but it wasn't that hard to figure
Secrets
it out.
All right, next on our list is the Boston Cream, one of my favorite donuts. Let's get into this bad boy.
I want a tiny piece.
So it wasn't a cake donut or a yeast donut. It was more of a like airy sweet bread or sweeter, fluffier bread without eggs. Like I don't know. It was
Different.
a bland donut, dipped in chocolate, and the closest I would say the taste is a really bad punchki or a punchak. So the custard really wasn't spread evenly, so when
I
we
hardly got any in mine.
cut into fours, it wasn't, or cut into corners, it wasn't even, and Taylor was very upset that he didn't get as much as we did, but he wasn't missing out. I'm sorry.
Ouch.
For our last donut, we picked the regular glazed donut.
Boring.
The glazed donut was like a mix between a cake and a yeast donut. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite.
So my quick input, because I have to talk a lot, is this donut reminded me of, you know, those pecan rings or coffee cakes that you could get at the grocery store, or if you go to Wisconsin, there's cheese circle ring cakes. It tasted like that without the heavy royal icing or cheese in the middle or pecans drizzled. So it was pretty decent. So it was okay. Okay.
Oh, snap.
Now we're going to go through everybody and hear what our favorite donut was if somebody ever buys these for us, because unfortunately for $30 we won't be buying this anytime soon.
That was $30 for 6 donuts?
Yes.
Well, plus we got 2 frozen hot chocolates while we were there.
So if somebody buys these for us in the future, we'll be happy to take it and enjoy it, because it was okay, and we'll never turn down a gift of donuts. But we won't be spending $36 in the near future. We did get 6 donuts and 3 beverages. I got the small cold brew. Jana and Brandon did get the frozen hot chocolate with whipped cream on top. So it was a sort of expensive trip to the cafeteria at Schaumburg's Woodfield Mall, but hey,
You had to try it.
Yes, definitely.
Well, my favorite of the 6 of them that we tried would have to be the maple long john. Not just because I like maple, but because of all the donuts we had. It was, I think, the only yeast one, was it? The only true yeast donut, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that as opposed to the cake donuts or the kind of like sweet bread donuts. So that would be my favorite. The only thing I'm surprised that everybody raves about stands, I just thought they were okay.
My favorite was also the maple long john. I'm not really a great fan of maple, and I don't really order it at the donut shops, but I liked it because it tasted like pancakes. And I really like pancakes with maple syrup on them, and all together, I was just in heaven, you know?
On the other hand, I hated the maple donut, but I did like the glazed, just a plain glazed donut. It was just good, yeah.
So the glazed donut was exactly what it was. It was a basic glazed donut. It wasn't too cakey. My favorite is our yeast donut, so I'm happy to always try donuts every time I see it. My eyes go right to them, and I'll seek it out and spend the money for it. So can't go wrong with glazed, but it's sort of sad to say that I would stick with glazed when there's so many beautiful donuts there. So.
And that wraps it up for another 2 Algonquin and Beyond video. Remember to comment down below of where you think we should go next or what you think we should try. Subscribe and smash that like button.
Smash it.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.